こんにちはみな、僕は Jeremy です。よろしくお願いします。My last video was on April 9th, and it was a Sailor Moon musical update, I guess, for Le Mouvement Final. And it's been a while since then, obviously. It's June 8th, so almost 2 months. Almost 2 months, wow. So what have I been doing? Well, that's kind of what the point of this video is, because I don't even know what to say. I just felt like I should do something, because it's just, I'm going nuts a little bit. Not actually, at least I hope not, but in my mind something is wrong. And I don't know what it is. So I think talking it out might be the best medicine. Because I haven't been doing my videos, and I've liked doing the videos. I haven't been myself. I've been... I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going to try my best, and I'm so sorry. This is going to come off as me just talking verbal diarrhea gibberish, I think. But that's... I don't know what else to do. So, for a few months now, I have been feeling very strange, very different, very not myself, in terms of not as happy as I normally am, not as invested in things as I usually find myself. And it's probably just a phase. I mean, it happens a lot. But at the same time, I have to question things, because it's just bizarre. I've been treating people in a horrible way, I think, blaming people for things that I shouldn't, and just not in general being myself, and I guess lashing out a little bit. I don't even know what it is. Let's just say, okay, let's just start from the beginning. So, I have been having memory lapses. That's been going on for a while now. I don't know if it's just because I have so much on my plate. To give you an example of what I'm doing, which is possibly what it is anyway. I work at the Fun Factor. It's my day job, and I've even cut my hours down a little bit there. I am a part of Anime Revolution as well, which I have been for 6 years now, which is great. And we're right in the midst of scheduling season now, because our panel submissions have closed and guest outreach and all that stuff. I guess I can make an announcement now. I'm going to be performing at Riverside Park on Canada Day, so I'm trying to practice stuff for that. I've known this for a little while, but I haven't really been able to say much about it because I wasn't 100% sure about it. But it sounds like I'm going to be doing a 15-minute performance on the Rotary Bandshell stage, which I'm so excited for. You have no idea. So trying to figure out exactly what songs to do, and I think I figured them out. Because I want to show my vocal range and stuff, and a little bit about me to as big of a crowd as possible, and that one is the best stage to do so, I think. But there's another one that they might be doing as well, depending on how the river is, so we'll see, fingers crossed. But, so there's that. I'm a radio show host as well, coming up on the 12th anniversary of my radio show on June 19th, so the day after Father's Day, but the actual show anniversary will be next Sunday on the 18th, because that's the closest one. And I think I figured out for that one, for Sailor Moon's 25th anniversary, to do what I normally do. The first half of the show will be playing the originals, like what we did on our original show, as I do every year. It's like a tradition thing. And then I'll be playing a latter hour of a whole bunch of Sailor Moon related songs, so that'll be fun. I'm kind of an amateur voice actor, and I've been doing stuff with a radio play called Before True Light, The Awakening. So check that out if you get a chance. I think it's on SoundCloud and a few other platforms, but just look it up and you'll see. I play Amintus, which is a chimera creature. I play the man with the golden hair. Can't give away too much with that. And I play Santo, who's like a 17-year-old boy. He kind of has a little bit of an accent because I kind of threw it in there, but I don't know. So there's that. But the last time I did that was in 2014, but now there's another one I might be auditioning for, which is exciting. But creatively, there's a lot of other things that I want to do too. I've said for a while now that I've wanted to write a soap opera, and I have one in mind that I want to put together like a Bible for. Now, in this day and age, it's hard to get any kind of an idea like for a soap opera out there to any TV stations and stuff, but I don't even know the first step in that. But I've always wanted to write for one because I thought that it would be fun to be a supernatural based one because I love that kind of stuff. I miss my drawing. There's a lot of things, and I've been going over what some of these, like the clues of what's been wrong with me or what's been going on or that something has changed. The biggest one and most glaring one, I think, and it's going to sound bizarre maybe to those that aren't necessarily familiar with how obsessed with Sailor Moon I am. I mean, you only need to look around my room for evidence of that, or my other videos. I showed my Sailor Moon collection before. And it's gotten bigger. And I've done a lot of retail therapy lately, which isn't a good thing either, buying stuff, and I do that. I make rash, quick decisions to buy things that I shouldn't, because then it just accumulates, and I'll show you my room in a little bit. It's a fucking mitigated disaster right now. But, and I auditioned for a potential series on CTV coming out too, so I'll find out about that in July. But anyway, I'm really scatterbrained, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, Sailor Moon, back to that. The newest musical is coming out in September of this year, September, October, that area in Japan. And it's a Stars one. I'm really, really excited about this. I've loved all the announcements. I was loving all the announcements last year for the Super S one, which the name is escaping me right now because, again, my mind is being stupid. And I have the DVD for it. And I also have the subtitled version that Miss Dream does. And I've had that since November or December last year when it came out. I've not watched it yet, as you've probably seen, because I was so keen on doing like reviews and stuff like that. I would have had one up on here. I haven't watched it. I mean, maybe that's attributed to the fact that Super S was never one of my favorite series. I mean, it focused so on Chibiusa, which wasn't really my favorite character of mine. But it's just weird that I haven't really sat down to watch it. Like, to me, that's a very big glaring thing. I know, again, it sounds insignificant to some people, but to me it's huge. I've been neglecting certain duties that I shouldn't be. I won't go into too many details, but I've been arguing and getting angry at certain things that are just, it's dumb to be annoyed at. I feel like I've been selfish in some ways too, and never really realized it until it was recently pointed out to me. And it's just, I'm just in a weird place, like, even with the working out and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been going to the gym fairly regularly, but I've been even having trouble with that, like getting the motivation to do so, which I think is a normal thing for a lot of people. But for someone like me, I consider myself to be extroverted. I have been having trouble, like, just the thought of going there where there's a lot of people kind of watching you and stuff like that. And I've never had too much of a problem with that because I love the performing aspect of things. I do well in big crowds, but not in smaller ones. Just lately, like today, I got up and I've been so tired lately, and maybe that's another thing that attributes to it. I don't know, but I didn't go. This is the third day I haven't gone. But I will tomorrow after work because I'll be there. I'm going to force myself to. I've been trying to do cardio on Fridays. I haven't been happy with my results lately. I haven't been happy in general with a lot of things. And I just feel like this is a video of me bitching. And I'm so sorry. It's like first world problems. There's so much worse out there than this. A lot worse, especially with what's going on in the world, which is probably another thing that's catching me, because a lot of people don't know this, but I am empathic. As weird as that sounds to some people, and some of you are probably going to be like, oh, this guy's ridiculous, like, empathic, like, whatever, but no, it's true. I can pick up on people's emotions, and not just like a face-to-face thing, but like if someone is upset about something and I'm talking with them, or I have to deliver bad news or whatever, first of all, I get that anxiety feeling because it just wells up inside, and the fact that I might disappoint somebody is a horrible fear, and I take on the feeling of what they're feeling. If they're really upset about something, I start to feel upset, and then if they cry, I cry. Or if someone's the only one that I don't always feel is the anger. When somebody's angry about something, I then feel really upset and scared, and just I back down on a lot of things, and I'm not good with confrontation. That's probably the one thing. But if someone's really happy, I'm really happy. Again, if someone's really sad, I can feel that sad. If someone's scared of something, I can kind of feel that scaredness. Sometimes I see these things going on in the news and stuff, like all these horrible events, and it just kills me inside to think about that. And then I start to fear about what could possibly happen. You know, here, I know in Canada, we're pretty safe, I like to think, but I never thought London would be attacked. I never thought that there would be this level of fear in the world, and it's just getting worse. I mean, you think it's 2017, we've made huge steps in changing things, but at the same time, with the election of a certain individual, we've also gone back a lot. And my mom and my brother live in the States right now, and it's scary, some of the things that are going on there, and just how the world is falling apart in general. And I've always been a positive person in thinking that things are going to get better, but I don't know, I'm scared. Oh, my cat's at the door, if you're wondering what that scratching is. So that's Bailey. Again, this is like a rambling video, so I'm sorry. As it stands right now, I won't be performing at Anime Revolution this year. I'll be there, of course. I'm still the programming director, but I probably won't be performing this year, which is sad to me. But I understand. You know, I have certain obligations that I have to do, that I have to take care of, and again, those obligations, I need to focus on things. But again, I've been feeling so just, I don't know what to say other than lost. And when it comes to trying to sit down to tackle these things that I'm supposed to do, and I end up getting some of it done, but I second guess a lot of what I'm doing. I don't know, I often feel like I'm not quite up to the task of doing things like that I've really wanted to for a long time. That second guessing has been happening a lot, and I don't know how to deal with it, like I'm trying to push through it, and I'm trying to make I don't know if I should say habit, but, and that's another thing, words have been escaping me, which is weird. I used to have a pretty good vocabulary, way with words, but that seems to be escaping me too lately. So I don't know, this might just be a temporary thing. It might just be me wallowing in self-pity over stupid shit, because it kind of is in the grand scheme of things stupid shit to be freaking out about. But I'm tired of things impacting what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to focus more on that, figure out a way to get that focus back, that joy of doing things, because I feel like I've lost that joy, and I don't like that. And I don't like that I've been blaming people for things that aren't their fault necessarily, or that I've been feeling like I'm subpar to certain things. And I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry about this rambling video, but I'm planning on fixing things as best I can. So first of all, I'm going to be doing more videos. I have a lot of stuff that I can do. I'm going to find a way to make myself enjoy it again. So we'll do that and make this a happy channel again, with more performances and things like that too. I have been having these weird dreams lately about my grandma's house, from like when I was a child, and we'd go over there on Saturday nights, and we'd stay overnight and go to church in the morning with her and stuff. And my grandma passed away the year that we moved here, well, just after we moved here, in 1997. She died 96, 97 in there. I was 13, and that affected me a lot because we had the same birthday and everything. And I've been having these dreams about her house for the last like month or so, and my mom just sent me a picture, and the house is gone now. It's gone, and I knew it was something that was going to happen, but it's gone. And I don't know if that's something with my empathic thing, or if that's, I get that a lot, like these things that happen all of a sudden, and there's really no rhyme or reason for it to some people, but to me it has a significance. And that affected me way more than I thought it would. Like, the last couple of days have just been really, really weird. More so than usual. So, I've been feeling upset about things, but I'm going to try to move past that and figure out a way to be happier again. Don't worry about my emotional state of things. I'm perfectly fine in that sense. I'm just trying to sort out what is causing this weirdness, because I have nothing to be upset about as far as I'm really concerned in my mind. And there's so much coming down the pike. I think it's more of a stress-related thing. And I hate saying stress too, because stress gets thrown about a lot, very, very easily by people these days, and it's not something that I necessarily like to take lightly, because usually I work well under pressure, and that's one of the things that motivates me to get stuff done is under pressure. I've always been a procrastinator, like in high school with homework and stuff like that, leaving it to the last minute, getting frustrated with it. And this year, in terms of the convention stuff, I feel like I'm more on the ball with things and getting things rolling, and that's a positive thing, and I'm really, really glad about that. With the performance thing, again, I'm practicing a lot and thinking ahead about stuff, and I feel like I'm confident about stuff on that with the Canada Day thing coming up. I don't know, but in other aspects of my life, I feel like I'm failing. And also within those same things where I feel like I'm ahead of the game, I feel like I'm failing at other things having to do with them. God, this is making no sense, I'm sure. And I'm so sorry if I'm confusing you, if you've even stayed this long to watch. But I feel stifled, and I think part of it too is that my room is a disaster area right now. I told you I'd show you what it looks like, so just be prepared for this. This is horrifying, and I'm so sorry about this, to subject you to it. So, there's my computer desk area, which has shit everywhere. Not literally, but like stuff, like clothes and stuff all over the place, and paperwork and stuff. And then there's this absolute massive disaster here, with a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. I bought a lot of stuff at a place called Lowboy, and I'll go over that another time. But this is like stuff for our viewing rooms and things like that. And there's my workout bench, which I have not even used in months, because I go to the gym and stuff like that. And then I've got all this stuff, and my closet is full. And then my library, like, look at the stack of CDs and stuff there. I need another shelf unit for that kind of stuff. And just in general, there's stuff everywhere in here. And I just feel like I'm drowning in a sea of insanity, so to speak. Oh, I cut myself off here. Oh yeah, this is another thing I got. Now, it's hard to see because it's so dark in here. But this is the Pisces constellation inside this here, which I got because I'm a Pisces, and it's something that I kind of, one of those purchases that I was talking about earlier, like just like rash purchases, which I've done a lot of. One I'll show you right now, but I love it. I couldn't resist this. This is from a place called Displate, and they make metal pictures and stuff. This is a metal picture of Sailor Pluto. Again, I don't know about the lighting in here, but if I tilt it this way, that might help. I love it though. It's Sailor Pluto, who of course is my favorite Sailor Senshi, so I gotta find a place to put that. I feel like I want to redo my room again, and maybe that might help. You know, they say feng shui, or however you pronounce it, helps with things in that respect. So, it's time to set some goals and see if I can work with them. 1, feel better about the fitness thing that I'm trying to do in my, not so much dieting, but working towards where my goals of where I want to be with that, because I feel like that'll help me feel better physically. I have severely cut down my intake of pop, especially dark colas like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. I still have it from time to time because I don't think it's right to just completely cut stuff out of your life 100% like that, or at least in one go, because it's really hard to do that the way the human psyche is. So working on that, working on myself at the gym, and getting past my fear about that stuff, and just trying to break from my general ideas on how I should be handling that. Maybe try to work with my personal trainer again, but again, that requires money and stuff. So number 2, more of my video stuff, because I find it a good outlet, just like now. This is more, I mean, whoever's watching this now, if you are watching it, thank you, and I'm sorry if it's not entertaining or very happy right now. But it's a good therapeutic way of doing things. I know that some YouTubers tend to do that. Graveyard Girl's one of them, and she's always very happy. And you see a lot of them are happy most of the time when their persona's on camera. But everybody's a person. Everybody's human. They have the emotions and have their ups and down days and stuff like that. And this is probably just a down day, but it's been happening a lot more than usual. So I just have to get past this little thing. So I have some video ideas down the way. I should watch that musical Before the Stars one as well and do my review on it. I know it's so late, but I enjoy doing those things and starting conversations and stuff like that too. Number 3, finding more venues to perform in and get that creative side figured out, because that's very important, I think, to have an outlet in that way. I know a lot of people don't believe in zodiac related stuff, but I am such an archetypal Pisces, and there goes the words again. And I have a heavy belief in that. I've been relying on my tarot cards lately a lot too, and doing some readings that have been very, very truthful and very motivating and interesting readings with the deck that I use. It's an angel deck and a power deck, so not a standard one, but that's been helpful quite a bit. But just in general, like finding ways to get past what's been going on. Number 4, convention stuff, making sure that I'm focusing on getting that stuff done, especially because we're less than 2 months away, but I do feel confident with that, and I think things are going to go really well this year. We are moving to the west side of the convention center. I'll have a guest announcement video coming up, because normally I would have one by now, and I haven't, which is, again, just because I've been all over the place. Number 5, my work in general, or my general attitude. I got to work on a lot of things, but I'm a work in progress, and I think a lot of people are, and I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with embracing it, and just trying to get past what's causing all these weird blockages, I guess. And yeah, so this video is very long. It's already 23 minutes now, so I'm going to end it there. And thank you for watching, if you are watching, and hopefully the next video will be much more positive and happy and different, and hopefully I'll get a chance to clean up my room and sort through a bunch of shit, because there's stuff everywhere. First thing I'm going to do after this is do my laundry, because that's part of the mitigated disaster that's everywhere right now. So it's a good start. And then it's dry grad season 2, which is another thing that's affecting me, because there's so much going on, and it's been really, really busy. And because of it, we're a little bit short-staffed because of our rentals division taking people from outside, from our arcade part, and it happens every year, which is totally fine. It's just, for whatever reason, it weighs down on me, like having all this other stuff going on, because I have the scheduling stuff to do for the convention, and I have this other stuff going on where I'm working a little bit more than I normally am, or days that I don't like to do. Like Sundays, I hate working nights because I have my radio show during the day, which doesn't seem like it would be a drain, but it kind of is, because you're trying to be happy, and sometimes trying to be happy when you're not really happy is hard to do. It takes a lot out of you, and then you got to go to work for the night and stuff. But again, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Everybody deals with stuff like this, so I just have to man up, or grow up, or get myself together and stop being a little whiny bitch and get stuff done. So anyway, okay, thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Comment down below if you ever experience things like this, what you would consider this might even be, if it is just me being a whiny little bitch, or if it's just something else, or what you would, maybe if you have suggestions or tips on what to do. So, okay, I will see you guys later. Jim and have a great day. Bye-bye. If I can find my little button here. There we go.